Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Buffalo Breakdown Podcast. I'm your host, Lachlan. Today we're covering the Bills' past week versus San Francisco 49ers and in the past week of the Los Angeles Rams and upcoming games of the Detroit Lions and the Patriots. Let's talk about the San Francisco 49ers game. The 49ers game was a great game for the Bills. 35-10 win in a snow game. They warmed up without snow on the field, but as the game progressed, there was a good amount of snow on the field. Made for some great photos for people, other people, and just a really fun game to watch. Josh Allen's franchise record, most touchdowns in franchise history, beating Jim Kelly with a pass to Mac Hollins. Second player in NFL history, first or second, to catch, receive, rush, and pass for a touchdown in a game. And he wasn't expecting to receive a touchdown because when he threw the pass to Amari Cooper, that was it. But Amari Cooper did the smart thing. Josh Allen was right there. He held his hands out. Amari Cooper threw it to him. Great play for the Bills. And smart play by veteran Amari Cooper. That just shows you all the football IQ he has. And it was a fun game. Christian McCaffrey did get hurt. It may have been a contact injury. I don't really think it was, just because he got tackled and then the next play he slid down because he was injured and didn't want to get tackled and possibly hurt it again. He will be out for the season. That is for sure. It's not a great season for the San Francisco 49ers, especially after going to the Super Bowl. But it doesn't really bother the Bills because they had a great win. The next week against the Los Angeles Rams, this was a pretty bad defensive game for the Buffalo Bills. I mean, in my opinion, they didn't do too great in the defense. The final score was 42-44. Los Angeles Rams won. This was not as close of a game as you would think. The Bills have put on a show. Josh Allen put on a cape during the second half, because the first half they were down 17. Big deficit on going into halftime. The Buffalo Bills stepped up in the second half, which really helped and brought it close to the game to win. I do think the refs missed the call, the false start, and a couple PI calls. The false start when the Los Angeles Rams were at their 50 or something. They missed that call. That would have set them up and put them back out of field goal range, which would have made them punt and also would have had the chance for the Bills to go down and score again. So I do think the refs had a part in selling the game, but then again, the Buffalo Bills just have to do a better job in the first half, score points, and just start up early. The rush game was not there then. It did not get started at all. But Ty Johnson had a great touchdown catch. Khalil Shakir stepping up in big ways as always. Really important factor in this team. Mac Hollins has had touchdown in, I think, the last 3 games. He's really done a great job. It's been a good couple of weeks. Next week is probably the biggest game of the year for the Bills. It's against the Detroit Lions, who are the best team in the league right now. Especially after coming off of a loss, the Bills really want this. The Chiefs are still ahead of the Bills, and that is just really not what anybody would like, because the Chiefs have been really close to losing in the last couple of weeks, but it's just this week. Good news is that Keon Coleman and Dalton Kincaid have participated full practice the last 2 days, Wednesday and Thursday, leading up to the Detroit Lions game. This is great news because two offensive guys that we have been missing for 3 weeks or something, really important guys, they have to step up, especially against this defense. Great defense. The Detroit Lions are all around just a good team. But in talking about our defense, Taylor Rapp did not participate and is probably not going to play. Rasul Douglas was also ruled out, so that is two of our top defensive players that did not play. On the other side of the ball, like on the other side of the field, the Lions are not missing two. DJ Reader is limited practice. Taylor Decker, full practice, so he'll be playing. So not really too much missing players on the Lions, but on the Buffalo Bills, just Taylor Rapp and Damar Hamlin did not participate in Thursday. That's not great. Rasul Douglas. So the Buffalo Bills are missing quite a little bit of their defense. Got banged up in the Rams game, apparently. And that just means other players have to step up and do their part to stop this offense. They're a really great team, and this could definitely be a Super Bowl preview because both of these teams are hot heading into the postseason, favored in lots of things, and just going to be a fun game to watch. It's going to be close, so everybody tune into that because that'll be a fun game. Josh Allen has two of his star weapons back, Keon Coleman, rookie, and Dalton Kincaid, which is huge. But I think for the MVP, it should be Josh Allen. He has shown nothing but greatness this year. 5 interceptions, which is insane. Just carrying his team on his back. I mean, obviously help from other people, like big help from other people. But just doing a great job with this team this year, and I think he deserves it. And last year he was close, but Lamar Jackson got it. It's gonna be Saquon as the runner-up, I think. But it's just I believe Josh Allen can get this and should get this. It's just important, and I think it'll just be a good thing for Josh Allen's it'll make him happier, and hopefully it'll make him play better. But he's been doing a great job. So have the Bills. I mean, the O-line, D-line have to step it up, but everybody has to take a big step this weekend against the Detroit Lions. So just hope. Important things to remember: the Detroit Lions are the best team in the NFL, no doubt about that. The Bills have had a great season so far. Close loss to the Rams definitely set back the Bills, but not enough to discourage them in any way. It was a great game. They definitely could have had better plays and things that they did, but that's over. That's done in the past. Now they just have to focus on doing the best they can, stepping up in everywhere, and playing their best, because the Detroit Lions are a tough team to go against. That's why they are the best team in the NFL. It's going to be a great game for both teams, both sides of the ball. The Bills have to get started early and get going because Detroit and Dan Campbell's group has just had a great team. The Bills also have a great team, but have some defensive players missing this week, which is pretty bad for the Bills to have, but the Bills already have a lock on the playoffs. It just matters where they get placed, if they're like the second seed in the AFC or fourth or fifth or sixth. But they already have a lock on the postseason because they beat the AFC East. As I'm looking at the Buffalo Bills injury report, it looks like Damar Hamlin is questionable. Dalton Kincaid is questionable. Quentin Morris is questionable. Taylor Rapp is questionable. Dwayne Smoot, Balin Spector, Casey Toohill are all questionable. And Rasul Douglas is out for this game. He got injured last game. Don't really know what happened, but he went down and is not playing. I think Dalton Kincaid, Damar Hamlin, and Taylor Rapp will play. It just depends on them, I guess. I think they would like to play since this is a really big game. But yeah, this is all good news except for Rasul Douglas. I believe that everybody else should be playing. That will help a ton with just the leaders on this team. If they're out, somebody else has to step up. And for them to step up in a big game like this is kind of risky. But everybody should play their best. All that's left to do is just hope that the Bills can pull out this victory and have the Detroit Lions sit at 12-3, 12-2. And the Bills be 11-3. Now on to the interview, asking questions about the Bills and their opinion. Please introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Kyle Williams. Thank you for having me on your podcast. Really happy to be here.
Now we have a couple questions for you. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay. What are the jersey numbers of the starting offense on the Bills?
Matt Collins is 13. Khalil Shakir is number 10. Josh Allen is 17. James Cook is number 4. Keon Coleman is 0. Ty Johnson is 26. Dalton Kincaid is number 86. Ray Davis, number 22. And Deion Dawkins is 73. Dawson Knox is 88. Spencer Brown is 67. Osiris Torrance is 62. Connor McGovern is 68. David Edwards is 74.
Thank you. What record did Josh Allen break last week against San Francisco?
He has the most touchdowns in Bills history, and he's the second player ever to get a receiving touchdown, a passing touchdown, and a rushing touchdown in the game.
Who is Josh Allen's fiance?
I forgot her name. I don't remember.
Okay.
It's someone in Spider-Man.
What are the tight ends, running backs, and wide receivers' names?
Wide receivers are Khalil Shakir, Keon Coleman, Curtis Samuel, Amari Cooper, Matt Collins, Jalen Virgil, and the tight ends are Dalton Kincaid, Dawson Knox, Quentin Morris. Running backs, James Cook, Ty Johnson, Ray Davis, and Reggie Gilliam.
Okay. What is the Bills' record this year?
I think the Bills are 10-2.
What was the highest points they've gotten this season?
I think it was against Jacksonville, but I don't remember. I think it was like 47 or 48.
It was 47.
Yeah.
So, some more older questions on the Bills. How many Super Bowls did the Buffalo Bills appear in during the 1990s?
They were in 4. They were in 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, not 90.
Okay, thank you. Which former Buffalo running back was also a member of a world record sprint relay team while going to the University of Southern California?
I don't know, Thurman Thomas.
Oh no, it was O.J. Simpson.
Pretty much the same.
Okay. What was the first season for the Buffalo Bills in the American Football League?
1960.
Now let's talk about yesterday's game versus Los Angeles Rams. What are your thoughts?
I think Sean McDermott, he should be calling better run plays and just try and get James Cook the ball more.
He's not the play caller.
Well, I think Joe Brady should then. And just try and get the run started in the first half.
Why?
Because when we do it, like against the Chiefs, we came out winning.
Well, thanks.
And the Niners.
Okay.
And the Titans.
Who was your favorite player in the Rams game?
I think I like Josh Allen because even though he had a rough first half, he kept trying in the second, and he brought the team back pretty good and almost won. Oh, and also he broke a record. He's the first player to get 3 passing touchdowns and rushing touchdowns in a game.
So that's 2 records in 2 games.
Yeah, I think he's probably going to win MVP.
Over Saquon?
Yeah, because Saquon's a running back, and also he doesn't have he has a bunch of really good games, but he's just not as consistent as Josh.
What are your postseason predictions for the Bills this year?
I think we get at least to the AFC Championship. Depending on who we go against, I think we could get to the Super Bowl and win it.
Why?
I think because Josh Allen seems different this year without anyone just calling for the ball every play like Diggs was. And he doesn't really have anyone bad talking to him or anything.
Who do you think is the most impactful player other than Josh Allen this year?
I think it's a linebacker, Terrell Bernard at linebacker. He's been doing really good this season, and he's been a good leader for the defense too.
What do you think for the Bills defense do they have to change from last night?
I think the pass coverage, because we got a lot of pass interference calls, and also Stafford just threw it to a bunch of wide open guys, which I think we have to do better on covering. But the run defense was pretty good though.
What do you think are key things that the Bills missed out on against the Rams?
I think at the last punt, I think we should have returned that, because if we had I know that they probably thought that we would have at least 1 second left, but I think they should have tried to return it anyways, because that was the last play, and you might as well try and get something out of it. You can't lose anything.
Do you think the refs missed a call on the false start?
Oh yeah, before the Rams got the touchdown at the end, they had a false start at the 50-yard line, which would have kept them out of field goal range. And also they missed a bunch of pass interference calls too on the Rams.
What was the impact on all the refs missing the penalties?
I think they sold the game. I think the Bills could have won it if the refs saw that false start or the PI.
Because that would have taken them out of field goal range?
Yeah, and it would have saved time for the Bills. they had the pass interference.
Thank you, Kyle, for coming on to the Buffalo Breakdown Zone podcast. Great having you. Bye. Thank you, everybody, for listening to the Buffalo Breakdown Zone. I'm your host, Lachlan, and hope to see you again soon. Bye.